Hey guys, welcome to the Eufaula Artalks here in Eufaula. I am Selina Jayne Dornan, your host and a board member of the Eufaula Arts Council. And welcome and thank you for joining us again today. We are on, gosh, I don't even know what week we're on, but we started way back in June interviewing artists around the community that have contributed to our art culture here in the Eufaula and the surrounding areas, and we've had some really great artists. So we thank you for joining us. Now remember, you can go back anytime and watch any of the videos. They should be right there on our Facebook page. They are on YouTube and they are on the website for the Eufaula Area Arts Council. And if you're interested, if you're an artist and you're interested in being interviewed or becoming a member of the Arts Council, just make a comment down below. Somebody from the office or one of the volunteers will contact you. And don't forget, we have on September 19th, we have the Yellow Submarine Art Show coming up. We have some good prize money, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking at the whole 60s era, something kind of fun, maybe different than what you normally do. We have applications available, so try your hand at it. I think I'm going to, and I'm not an artist, so you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm going to come in last place, so you don't have to worry, but it'll be fun anyway. Hey, you guys, talking about art culture. All right, we have somebody here that is just represents that in so many ways. It is Eufaula's own rock star. Okay, I have known this guy for a long time, and he really has contributed in a lot of different ways. So when I say art culture, we're talking the music culture, and he has contributed a lot, and you guys are going to know him. We appreciate him being here today, and I want to introduce you guys to Mr. Chuck Pittman in the house. Hey! Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, why don't you start out with our little tune?
All right, I wrote this song with Tom Yeager a few years back.
All right.
You probably. Of what now is past, nothing but memories and old friends and lovers, places I discovered. Nothing's forever but the past. Just when the dream ends, my life away, then just as sudden, I'm back to today. Maybe I'm a dreamer, maybe I'm a fool, to spend my life dreaming of a time not so cruel. Who knows? Just the window and you. Window dreaming of what now is past. Nothing but memories in a glass. Window dreaming of what now is past. Nothing but memories in the past.
That was beautiful.
That's Tommy Akers wrote some of the most beautiful melody lines. And we spent a lot of years writing together. And some of the songs he wrote, I couldn't believe it.
So how many years have you been, how long is it now that you've been doing music?
About 150. seems like 150. Now, I've been, I guess I got my first guitar when I was like maybe 14. And my dad was a lawyer, and he took a guitar in on a case instead of payment, because he got in any money, so he traded his guitar. It was just an old K guitar, didn't have but 4 strings on it, and I didn't know how to tune them. But I played that guitar for a year.
Wow.
Without being not tuned, not nothing, just to play. And so, if you got a kid out there who you can't get him off the instrument, do everything you can to get him lessons.
Yeah.
Or her. Because you never know what somebody's going to turn out. There's people in the world that can outplay me, outsing me at the age of 10 years old that we're never going to hear of because they're not on TV or they're not. But I run into people all the time that I'm just amazed at the musicianship and the singing ability of kids everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Chuck, you have inspired a lot of people. I remember you guys when I was in high school, and Sir Thomas's and and the band, and I know a lot of people from that era. They, that was a time of music. That when music was just really seeming to grab hold, and I know it inspired a lot of people. But you guys have always been here. Now you guys.
We tried to get out.
You guys took a little bit of break.
So, yeah, we've you end up having to go to work and make money. So when you get old, you'll have to buy food and stuff. But you can never quit being a musician if you're a musician or an artist if you're an artist.
Now, are you guys are still working together as a band?
I play with Tommy every now and then. Yeah, we come together. We do like stuff for Toys for Tots and stuff like that. But as far as playing out in clubs and everything, I don't hardly do that anymore. If it's a special event and somebody needs money or something, I'll try to pitch in.
So what do you do besides music?
Well, I try to do nothing as much as possible, and I've gotten really good at it. I'd have to say that I'm probably more professional at that than being a musician. But I play with people around, and I'm playing with a guy in Muskogee named Phil Sapienza. I played in several other bands, but I played with him. Played with Jimmy Haskett, and played with Tommy. Yeah. There's Gary Rhodes and Chester Pittman, and just a lot of musicians around that I played with. So I played with Zach.
Yeah.
I know he was on.
A couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah. Zach, when he was here.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Great musician. Yeah. I just can't say enough about him. Boy, I've seen him do one-man shows in restaurants, and that's a tough gig, and he pulled it off flawless.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing guy.
We have a lot of amazing artists in this area. And a lot of people, when they think of art, and I probably say this every week, they think of painting or this and that. But what would be, and I'm just going to put you on the spot, what is your definition of art?
Art is something that you do from the heart.
Good.
And it doesn't matter what it is, because art's different for everybody. It might be making T-shirts, or it might be, it could just be anything. I've seen people who sculpt stuff out of trash that makes some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen. And that's art. That's art.
Yeah.
I can't really do that. I make songs. That's what I do.
And that's art. That's great art. Talk about songwriting. That's something that a lot of people think about in their head, and they think, "You've got a song." I know I've got a song in my head,
I think
but
everybody's got a song in their
yeah,
head that's capable of writing a song. You just talk about the stuff that affects you emotionally. I think the best thing that any artist can do is to take their art, whatever that may be, and try to touch somebody else. I've had people say, "Gosh, the words in that song that you wrote, it just, I've never been able to say that thing to my wife, or to express it that way." It makes you feel like you've touched humanity. You've reached out and with your art and meant something to somebody else. And I think that's what every artist wants to do, is to touch somebody else, to touch their heart, to make them feel things that they can't describe themselves, or don't have the artistic ability to express themselves.
right.
So that's what I think art is.
Yeah, that's a great description. One of the reasons that we started this series of interviews is because, of course, the pandemic, and I know it's affected everybody differently, but musicians have been particularly hit by it because, especially, all our big bands and stuff, they can go to the studio and make music, but they're not able to promote it. And so you're seeing so many things go virtual, and have you guys thought about doing anything like that?
Well, it'd have to be up to Tommy,
Yeah.
because I'm kind of technically challenged when it comes to doing anything, that's
Yeah.
technical. But Tommy's pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Haskett's pretty good at that stuff. So I
It-
kind of get out of their way and let them do their thing and try
Yeah.
not to cause too much trouble while they're doing it.
Yeah. Well, we may have to talk to Tommy about that. What have you guys ever done any studio work or made any recordings or anything like that?
Well, for a long time, we kind of had a little studio.
Yeah.
Actually, Tommy had the studio, and I would come over there, and he would graciously let me play in his studio. And, I've done a lot of studio work. I did an album up at Benson's Studios in Oklahoma City.
Oh.
And Larry Benson produced it. And we never released that album, but that was a great album. Boy, it was a great album.
Wow.
We had this song on it, Window Dreaming, and the string parts were done with 3 string players from the Oklahoma City Philharmonic. Larry Benson called them in to play on that album. And, man, there's nothing like real violins.
Yeah.
It just really touches you,
Wow.
a real thing.
Wow. So if somebody wanted to get a hold of a copy of that, is it available or?
No, we've never really put it out.
Never really?
Like I say, that song Window Dreaming was on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Well, we're kind of getting into time, and we want to hear you one more song before we say goodbye today. It always goes by so fast, and we always hate that. But is there anything that you want to share to any of, say, upcoming artists or upcoming musicians?
Well, I'd
I'm not
like
sure I
to say,
understand.
don't give up on your
My watch is talking.
don't give up on your dreams, but don't quit your day job. You've got to make a living. So
All right.
that's all I can tell you. If you've got a kid out there who's talented, nurture them. There's no telling what they can do.
Yeah.
You never know until 20 years down the road, and you go, goodness gracious, I didn't know he was that good or she's that good.
Yeah. That's a lot of things that we're missing is the arts in school, I think, because we all had choir and drama.
People
and,
have to have an outlet,
Yeah.
for their art. I think it's very, very important that that stays in the schools.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. And you want to tell us anything about this song?
I wrote it about 50 years ago. And, it's a very emotional song.
All right.
Hope I can get through it.
Thank you. Thank you. That was wonderful. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Chuck, thank you for being with us today.
Keep playing.
Yeah, and just thank you for your service. I think that's the most important thing.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Another series done today, and I want to see you guys next Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and we will be interviewing Dana Tiger. All right, see you guys then next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Eufaula Artalks.